Hi, everyone. When I was talking with you yesterday, I was saying that I was going to introduce you to my youngest daughter, Amelia, here.
Hi.
And I wanted to tell the story about, as you know, I get a lot of lucid dreams, and after the...
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot.
And, you know, it must be tough being my kid, honestly. 'Cause... Oh! But it must be at times because I come out with some of the craziest things.
When I had my first kiss, Mom knew.
Yeah.
She made me brush my teeth before I went to the party. I was 17.
Yeah.
And she made me brush my teeth.
That's true.
And then I got in the car and she just looks over at me. I was
So?
like, we both know.
That's funny. Yeah. I drove her to a party in Point Grey in Vancouver. Yeah. And I was so excited for her that, she's going to meet a really nice young man there. And
it was actually one of my friends, and we both hadn't had our first kiss. Yeah. So he was like a little drunk and was like, hey, do you want to be each other's first kiss? Well, one of my other friends like was the middleman, kind of set us up. And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? And he was a little intoxicated, so he opened his mouth and just like it was so bad.
Oh no.
It was so bad.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I like to think that
Matthew,
and
he's
was
watching
my
this
first,
right
like,
now.
Real kiss. Yeah.
Matthew was a cute guy.
Yeah.
He was like 6 foot.
Yeah, something. But I remember I told him, I was like, he's like, oh, was that your first kiss? I was like, no. And he was what? He was so confused. I was like, sorry.
There we go. Yeah. Well, that was a funny one. Yeah. Because as soon as I went and picked her up, I thought, yeah, she's had her first kiss. Mm-hmm. Wow. 17. Pretty good. Yeah.
Grade 12.
It was grade 12. Yeah. And one of the first parties that she was actually allowed to go to. Mm-hmm. Oh, did you see the look? You almost rolled your eyes. It was like a
it's a grade 12.
I know. Yeah. No, I trusted you. I always trust you. Yeah. So anyways, I had a lucid dream. Oh gosh. 2018 was it, or 17?
16.
Was it really?
Yeah, grade 11.
Wow. And was that when I sent you the masks? Mm-hmm. Really? Yeah, it has been quite a few years now, because I thought it was 2018.
Or 17.
No, I think you're right. It was 2016 because it was the year that I met Linz. And yeah, I woke up from a dream. I was here in Europe. That's right. It was 2016. Wow. Good girl. Yeah. Good memory. And anyways, I woke up from this dream and I was sweating because can you imagine if someone was to just kind of pick you up from 2016 and drop you into today's reality, right?
I'm so confused.
Oh yeah, oh, people walking around with masks and, and police everywhere. Yeah, right? Yeah. And that's what my dream was, because I went to bed normal, and I woke up in this lucid dream, and I was walking. It was like remote viewing, and I was walking through the streets, and everyone was wearing masks. No one was smiling at one another. They were just, heads down, afraid. You could feel the fear. You could feel it. And then I saw the hazmat suits, and I saw the big masks, and the threat of vaccinations, and it was just quarantined, all that stuff.
Saw it all.
I saw it all, and no one would believe me. I was
because it was like Carrie. A couple of years ago, and no one was expecting this to happen, right?
Right.
So Mom just like doesn't tell us, and we just get these like hazmat like gas chamber, like the double thing, like the insane gas,
the big one.
Yeah. So we got like 2 of those.
Yeah.
And she was just like, oh, I had a dream, and you're gonna need these. And we were like, you crazy woman, we're not gonna need these. Like, why would you send us this? We don't have enough space for it.
I know.
We heard you like tight on space. And you sent us.
God, it's funny. Yeah, they were living in a tiny little place in Vancouver, because I mean, it's so expensive to live in Vancouver now. Mm-hmm. And Yeah, they were big honking, head masks, right? They cover the head and hazmat suit, right? With the double breathers. So I remember writing notes and I was like, oh gosh, they're going to really think I'm nuts now. So I said, okay, girls, I know this sounds crazy. I know it looks crazy, but I had another dream. And you know me with my dreams, I'm really accurate. So trust, this was so vivid, so real. I know that you're going to need these. So please just keep them in the cupboard. I think that there will come a time where you're going to have to reach in and grab them. And so what'd you do with them? They were so expensive. Oh my
We
God.
kept them for a year, to be fair.
Yeah, okay.
But 2017,
nothing happened.
But I remember as soon as COVID came out, I was like, oh, it would be useful?
That mask.
Yeah,
it'd be really useful.
But when I do see people with like
big ones,
like, okay, settle down, like it's almost concerning to see them. Like, are you sick? Are you good?
No, that would be like biochemical warfare type mask. But that's what I was seeing in 2016 was that it had gotten to that point that another wave of a biochemical agent had been released, and it was man-made. So I saw it all with the cabal. I saw the the deep state. I saw it all. And so trust your gut is the moral of the story here, even when people think that you're crazy. Right? And it's not the first time. And so
to be fair, what was a little crazy thing to do in 2016? I still stand by that.
Yeah. Well, I'm just ahead of my time.
Clearly.
By 3 years. Yeah. So, oh well. Anyways, it was really funny. The kids kind of, I don't think you even put them on, did you?
No. There was no use for it.
Yeah.
We just put it in our closet.
Yeah. I know one of them is at my girlfriend Kelly's in Edmonton. It's in with some of my stuff that I had left with her, all my art supplies, funny enough, because I thought, screw it. I mean, you guys were throwing them out and I was like, I'm going to grab that because they were so expensive. Oh my goodness. Someday I'm sure that, there will come a day that we'll probably need them. But now we're getting past that point, thankfully. Yay. Hallelujah. Whew. So, any other crazy stories? There's been a few. I always know the most inappropriate stuff.
Yeah.
God,
it's so tough.
I don't try. I just, like making dinner and all of a sudden the flash comes in and I see her first kiss and I go, oh, she's going to have her first kiss today. Oh, that's really nice.
The first time I did a little bit more with the boy, I could feel that mom was
I saw
trying to look in and I was like, woman, give me some space. I'm 19.
Haven't had a boyfriend yet. Come on now. Yeah. And now you're 20, still not, with a boyfriend yet. So so we're waiting for a really nice young man to come along and scoop.
I know we were watching Divergent.
Yeah.
We finished the series. I did not, the last movie.
Yeah.
I was rewatching it. I was like, I don't remember any of this happening. Yeah. I read the books multiple times. No memory. It's gone.
Yeah, I think it's a parallel dimension. Like I said, we skipped last Friday. I think we went into
they were a minute late on the countdown. Everyone was saying like on New Year's, the countdown was a minute late. So they were like, oh my God, we're in a new dimension.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
So Divergent.
Divergent. Yeah. I was like 4. I need a boyfriend like 4.
Yes. Really cute, handsome, hunky.
So if you know
leader,
anyone, let me know.
Yeah.
Mom looks so sad. She's like,
No, I'm really ready for you to have a nice young man in your life.
Oh,
it'd be nice.
Don't know if I told you this, but Ashwin, my stepbrother, he, my brother, he texted me one night and he was out drinking with his friends and he was just like, I just want you to be happy.
Yeah.
And like, I want you to experience like real true love, and I feel like you're ready and you're like such an amazing girl, so you should just like go out there and like you can get whatever guy you want. But he was just like, I'm ready for you to have a boyfriend.
Yeah, we're all there.
Like, thanks for the permission, I guess.
Yeah.
This one time when I was little, we were swimming. Yeah, we were, my dad had a pool and I was swimming in the pool and I got out and there was these little boys that were walking by and our fence was like one that you could see through. And anyways, they spotted me, came up the hill and were like trying to talk to me. I was like 12, 10 or something like that. And then Ashwin just like hops the fence and he was like, oh, I'm just going to talk to them. And then he hops the fence and just leads the main guy away. Never saw him again. Ashwin came back. They didn't.
The Terminator.
Yeah.
And like, we wonder why he was single for so long, right?
No, honestly.
Oh, my goodness.
Shiv and I, like, he's 3 years older than me. So in high school, he graduated.
Brother,
yeah.
Stepbrother.
He graduated and then I was like just going in, but some of the now grade 12s were like, oh, you're Aaron's sister? I was like,
yeah.
And then some of my family friends were just like, apparently they had like no one talks to Amy.
I had the same thing. Yeah, I looked pretty similar to you when I was your age, and we had the same rule. I grew up with hockey players, and there was a code with all the various teams. Yeah. They couldn't go anywhere near a Burnell girl. West Burnell's daughters weren't allowed to go near us. And I was like, what is wrong with me, Mom? I'm almost 20 and still no boyfriend. And here you are the same, right? And now we realize there was like a men in our lives that were putting up the hayas, keeping us away from any boys.
Because I was just so used to like, I don't know, having a very sheltered like friend group.
Yeah. And
even like my friend group, they all had a no dating like rule that was like very well enforced. Yeah. And like sometimes girls would come in to the friend group if they were dating, but it was no like pre-existing rule, you know?
Yeah.
And
so you got friend zoned with
literally everyone. And I was so used to that. So then once I moved to Vancouver, I just like assumed that any guy I still do that. Any guy that's talking to me, I'm like, oh, he wants to be my friend. And then like 2 years ago, my best friends in Edmonton, Marco and Milan, turned to me and they were like, you have to think of when a man comes into your life, what does he want from you? And I was like, that's too much effort. I don't want to think about those things. I just want to think that everyone wants to be my friend.
Yeah, exactly. Well, tell everyone about the first time that you were dating online. You got someone that wrote you and they said, oh, tell me something interesting about yourself. Oh my God, that was hilarious.
Like my friends and I, we kind of just downloaded
Bella.
Yeah, we just downloaded Tinder just for fun, just to like go on, and we wouldn't talk to any of the guys. We literally just see who swiped right on us. And like, we would send like really like not the best looking guys to one another, be like, he'd be perfect for you.
Nice.
Yeah. And we would just have some fun with it. And I matched with this one guy while I was here. I was like, I might as well just go on it.
And he was really sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had everything like, going for him. And
yeah, he was like, oh, let's have an icebreaker. Like, tell me something about yourself. And I was like, okay, I had a skin eating disease on the back of my leg and we caught it really early, but there's still a scar there that's deep enough for you to like fit just like the tip of your finger.
I was like, so he ran?
No, he responded.
Oh my God. I couldn't believe it when she told me that was her response. I was like, oh my God, like, Amelia, that's not the way to entice someone to come and, have a conversation with you. But she was like, Mom, if he doesn't like me for who I am. And I was like, all right, yeah, good on you. You're right. So Anyways, yes. So let me see. I do see a young man coming into your world, and this is actually the trip. I think that she's in Portugal for a little while with us, and yeah, I can see that this will be the trip. Yeah, right. Feels right.
Yeah. So like when I was coming here, multiple people were like, "Oh, I see you getting a boyfriend there." My sister was like, "Don't, so you can come back."
Yeah. It's like, okay. Well, we'll see what happens. But anyways, we went way off on this video, but it was a fun video because I wanted to talk about that hazmat suit and the vision of when I sent you those masks. But I knew that I had to follow through because it was such a vivid dream. Yeah. You've had some vivid dreams too, haven't you?
Yeah. I had fairly recently, like the most vivid dream that I've had was I was thinking about what my life would be like if I went back to Canada right now, and what it would be like if I stayed here. And then I just saw, like, no matter what I did in Canada, a part of me would be like, oh, I denied myself like this experience to please others, basically. So
so she wants to travel, and once COVID lifts up a little bit more, off to France and Italy and a few other places perhaps.
Yeah,
this girl has traveled more places in the world. Yeah, you've been pretty much everywhere.
For Asia, Australia.
Those are the two continents, right?
South America. And, oh no, I've been to Africa.
Yeah, I'm sure you have, right? Yeah. So there you go. Anyways, so if you have a nice young man in your life,
call this number.
Yeah. It's funny.
Don't be freaked out if I am very bad at flirting, because I've never built up those skills.
No, not yet.
No.
Yeah. No, it's all good.
Any guy that I've like come close to dating, I've just been friends with, so I haven't had to flirt.
Yeah. No. Great dry sense of humor. Great little bit of sarcasm, but fun, in a fun, witty way. Yeah. Flirtation, no, I don't think you have that down. No. Which can be a good thing. Yeah. Just you are you, and it's really lovely.
But a lot of my like friends, they would say, they would tell me like, oh, I thought you were flirting with this person, but then I just realized that's your personality. Because in high school especially, like a lot of the girls would be very shy towards guys, and like I mentioned earlier, a lot of my brothers would always have friends over, and our family friends, so there would be like
lots
12
of
guys in the house.
Yeah.
Any given weekend,
And not one of them. I mean, look at this beauty. Crazy. Anyways, your time will come in perfect timing. Yeah. I actually remember when you were in school, you were inundated with boys trying to get a hold of you and trying to date you. Do you remember that?
What?
Yes, it was like grade 8, grade 9. And I remember having to sit you down and have a conversation with you because your girlfriends were all starting to date.
Oh yeah, my best friend at the time, she would try to set me up with like one guy, and then she would want to date his best friend, so that if like her boyfriend broke up with like her, that she would still be in the friend group because she would come along with me.
Yeah. So anyways, I sat down with you and I remember saying, give me a year. Give me 1 year, honey. Don't date for 1 year.
You said wait till high school. You're like, well, this was in junior high. So you're like, wait till high school.
Yeah. So that was 1 year away. And I remember saying, the boys at this stage, they just want to experiment, and there's exception to the rules, right? There's lots of friends that I have that have met their high school sweetheart, they got married, and they're still married like 40 years later. But majority of boys, they want to experiment as much as possible and be skilled at what they're doing.
Yeah.
And also, when you're in school, you'll start to see like the breakups, and then, you know, he was with your best friend and now he's dating this girl and they have to be in the classroom together, and, you know, all the drama and trauma that comes with it. So just give me a year. And so now I'm saying, okay, honey,
it's time. You're allowed.
You're allowed. You're more than allowed. Yeah. But it's all good. I'm really proud of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love that she listens to her little voice inside, right? Very intuitive.
I like to think I have a very good like people detector. So I can just kind of like look at someone and be like, oh, we're gonna get along great, or like maybe like we'll be acquaintances, or like you're not for me. Like it's nothing against you. I just we're not gonna blend well.
Mesh.
Yeah.
So anyways, that was a nice little chat.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Kohan girls family here. Ta-da!
Jazz hands. You can't see them.
Jazz hands. Anyways, take care, everyone. We'll chat soon.
Bye.
Bye.